he is.
Yeah, strangely enough, I don't know where this is, but is there a place called Red Bridge or something, New Jersey? Is there anything called Red Bridge or something Bridge, New Jersey? Does anybody know?
Old Bridge?
Woodbridge, okay, because he's around Woodbridge.
Great.
Yes, he's still alive. But let me tell you something about your brother, and I'm sure you know this. He was always a loner. He was always a separatist. He was always an isolationist. He was always depressed. He didn't want any part of the family. So you look around that area, but I'm telling you, the chances of you finding him is 100%. The chances of you pulling him into the family is 0. But at least you'll have satisfaction.
Do he know that Mom is gone?
Mm-hmm.
Did my mom hear me when she was in her coma?
Absolutely. Absolutely. She told you, she heard you tell her that how much you loved her. You helped her release her. You helped let her go. You told her everything was going to be all right. She heard every single word of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You had a question for Sylvia.
Yeah, I wanted to know, me and my husband are trying to conceive. Do you see me having a child anytime this year or next?
Next year in about spring.
Thank you.
A boy.
Oh, thank you.
Let me take a break. We'll be back right after this.
Have you had an unusual experience and you need Sylvia Brown's help? If so, call us at 1-800-MONTEL-2. That's 1-800-MONTEL-2.
Sponsored by
Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia.
My daughter was murdered. She was shot in the head, and then she was set on fire. I'd like to know what provoked him to do this. It was someone she knew.
Insanity.
Yeah.
No, truly, I'm not being facetious. Insanity.
Really?
It was really one of these horrifying cases of, if I can't have you, no one else will.
Oh, I see.
Because do you know for a fact she was going on with her life?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that just made him crazy.
Yeah. Well, she had just turned 19, started college, and...
But do you hear me? Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
And he decided that you're going on with your life, you don't need me, I'd rather see you dead than have anybody else or have another life without me, so I'm going to, you know.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, my next guest says that the number 49 follows her everywhere she goes. Please welcome Karen to the show. Karen. Explain what it is you mean.
Well, a little over a year ago, I started noticing that if I'm driving down the street and a house catches my eye and I glance over, 49 is in the address. If I'm sitting at a stoplight and I happen to look down at the license plate, there's 49. Mm-hmm. I got the call to come on this show on my brother's 49th birthday. At one point, I decided I was going to sit and do the math and count back from when it started to my 49th birthday. I'll be 49 in 2 years. And it was 49 months until the end of my 49th year.
You ready for this? I got the answer. Don't need her. Here's the answer. The first time you and I see 49 on the lottery, we're playing it, all right?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 49, 49. And I'm hanging out with you.
I bet you half of the audience or half of the viewing audience will say to you, numbers repeat. In my family, in my life, 19 repeats. We're all born on the 19th of some month. Do you see what I mean? I look at the clock, it'll be 1, 9, you know, whatever. In numerology, 49 is a 4. A 4 is a 2, which is still stable, which means that everything in your life is stabilizing. In other words, you like everything balanced, okay?
I wondered if it meant there was going to be a major life event or an illness or possibly even a death.
No, it just means, no death, no. It just means, see, in numerology, you always have to take it to its single denominator, okay? 49 is 13, 3 and 1 is 4. Okay, 4 is a stable, what they call the stable number.
Well, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia.
Hi, my grandfather passed away a couple years ago. Is he still around? Like, I mean, does he come around and see us?
Yeah, but not, maybe once a month, and I'll tell you why. Some are busier than others. Do you know what I mean? He was busy in life. He's busy over there, but he does come once a month. And he's one of those people, too, that also rings a phone.
Thank you.
Yes.
We take a little break. We'll be back right after this. And this lady had a question to your wife.
Yes, Sylvia, it's an honor to see you again, and you, Montel.
Thank you.
Today is the 11th year of my mother's passing.
No.
And I was just wondering if she has anything to say to me, and if she comes around.
You know what I don't understand? She says her teeth finally fit. What does that mean?
She had false teeth.
She said
and they always kind of.
Yeah, she said they finally fit.
Oh, that's good.
She said they drove her crazy.
They did.
She said at one point she spit them out. I'm sorry, my
I know, but you know, lady's probably waiting to find out whether or not she left $1 million in the wall in the corner.
No, but what better way to validate than something personal that only you and I would know?
You're right.
You know? Yeah.
I still want the $1 million, though. So.
No, but she says that you used to laugh about it, you know, because she'd laugh so hard her teeth would come out and you and she would laugh about it. She says that she does come around you, and she also loves the service you gave her. And she said you've been thinking about, I don't know what it is, like a celebration or a service of her passing. She said that would be lovely.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, darling.
Yes, ma'am, you had a question for Sylvia.
Sylvia, I have another relationship question for you. I've been with my boyfriend for a number of years and just wanted to know if you see a wedding in the future that Mom and Dad need to start saving up.
Hey, Mom and Dad, use the money for a vacation.
No.
No?
No.
Not in the future? Okay.
No, see, you know what really makes me aggravated are these people, and I know Montel will bear me up with this one, is this non-committing, this on and on, year after year, no commitment, no commitment. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Your mother and father must be half crazy about this. I would be. Aren't
That's
you?
Mom and Dad right there.
I would say either, you know
Should she
what, or
kick him
get
to the
off
curb,
pot
Dad?
one.
Long time ago, right? Nah, it's all right. You don't still commit. I'll say it. Kick him to the curb.
No.
No. Yes, ma'am, you had a question for Sylvia.
Yes, hi, Montel. Hi, Sylvia. Really wondering about, my mom passed away in June. And
I'm sorry, darling.
My mother passed away in June, and I kind of feel guilty that I did not make it to the hospital before she
honey,
passed.
they don't care. I get that all the time. They don't care. See, when they make it to the other side, they don't care. Can you imagine people on the other side storming around being all ticked off? It wouldn't be heaven.
Right. That's true.
You can say goodbye to her now. People, the stupidest question, I mean this, is not did they make it, are they happy? What's that? Heaven's happy.
She's happy.
She's happy. She doesn't care.
Thank you.
Sylvia, my son has done very well in his job, but we're questioning now the stability of the company, whether he should stay there.
No, he's going to start his own.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Because he's so smart. I'm not saying that because he's your son, because I just got through telling a woman how lazy her son was. Your son is so smart and so ambitious, he should start his own company.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yes.
Right back here behind you. Yes, ma'am, you had a question.
Sylvia, hi, Montel. I'm very bored with my job. Where do you see my career going, ending up?
God, we got a lot of people in writing and editing and publishing and all that. You'll get into all of the above.
Writing stories, books.
Editing, publishing, you know, getting into everything has to do with writing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, very much like that one woman I was talking to.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia.
Good afternoon, Sylvia. I have a question. I have such a phobia with snakes, and I was wondering why.
That's because you were bit by a spread-head cobra in a life in the Amazon when you belonged to a tribe. You were only, listen to me, you were only, I don't know if it was a spread head, but anyway, it was a poison snake. It was terrible. And you were only 14 years old. I don't know when this phobia started.
As young as I can remember.
Yeah, because you came in with it. And you died at 14. So that's got to be depressing.
Thank you very much.
Be back right after this.
thousands that's been plaguing him for 2 years. Do you see this resolving itself in his favor?
Yeah. Does this have something to do with the legality?
Yes.
Does this have to do with IRS?
No.
Because there is an IRS thing that comes into play, but it's not going to be bad. But it's a legality that has to do with another man.
Yes.
It's going to be resolved.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am. You had a question for someone.
Yes, hi. My husband has a nephew that he's about 9 years old now, but ever since he was born, he had a hard time sleeping. He has nightmares in the middle of the night where he actually wakes up screaming. He stands in the middle of the room.
That's because it's a past life thing where he was in a jungle and he was chased by wild animals. Why doesn't somebody go in and talk to him at night and say that's a past life? You're in this life now. It has nothing to do with this life.
Because he doesn't remember anything.
No, it's night terrors.
And that's the way to stop it?
You can't believe when I've said this on Montel's show, I get emails, and so does Montel, about, thank you so much, my kid doesn't have them anymore.
Okay, thank you very much.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Montel. Thank you, Sylvia. I'm just wondering, what career do you think I'll be successful in, Sylvia? Thank you.
I think you're going to get something that has to do with a bakery of some kind. Running a bakery, doing something in foods.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Sylvia. I have feelings on things, insights on things, and I keep on trying to direct my daughter in a good direction, and for some reason, I don't know if she's just being stubborn. Am I guiding her in the right direction? Is she heading on the right path, or?
She is, but let me tell you something. She's the type that whatever you say to her, she wants to do the opposite.
Yeah.
Don't say anything.
I'm trying. It's not
I know
working.
it's so hard. I'm a mother, too. But I just bite your tongue till it bled, because she just gets that, you know how she gets that mouth?
Yeah.
Just bite your tongue till it bleeds.
That's hard. That's a very hard thing to do.
I know it's a hard thing for a mother to do.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, say, oh, I think this will be good. You say this is black. She says this is white.
Yeah, because she says she wants to be a teacher, but yet she's got a phenomenal singing voice. So we don't know.
She'll get into singing. Okay. But don't tell her that, because then
I'm
she'll
not
be
going to tell her anything.
sure she'll be in teaching.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Right over here, Sylvia. Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. This is a relationship question. I want to know, my kid's father that I'm with now, am I wasting my time, or?
You're wasting your time. We got a lot of wasting time people here today. He isn't committed either.
But you know the funny thing about it is, you just said
Speechless.
it. We got a lot of wasted time people, but every single one of them that you said it to is going to go home and continue wasting time?
A lot of them will, and some of them don't, strangely enough. Some of them will.
Somebody will get
Now, that blonde up there that I told was sitting with her parents, she's not going to listen to what I said. I know that.
That's okay.
See, look at her mother and dad.
We'll be back
Aren't I
right after this.
Call 212-989-8101 or email us at tickets@montelshow.com. Please be sure to include your phone number.
Give it up for Sylvia. You know, I like to ask you questions like this, and I know it's okay. We do our New Year's prediction show, and you've already talked about
Great about scalping.
Yes, very
But now
bad.
over the next couple of months.
And then you're going to have a new girlfriend.
Really? Is that the storm or no?
No, I think you already have her.
I've already had that.
And you haven't told me yet, you rat.
What? We have to talk.
Yes, later we will. I know.
All right, but now anything major coming up over the summer months should we be worried about? Like, you know,
Yeah, we're
another
going to have.
terrorist
We
attack?
we've had tornadoes, but tornadoes are really going to hit hard, Midwest, harder than they ever have. And I'm really worried about, like I told you at the first of the year, is Florida getting just slammed to pieces again, and the Carolinas and all of that.
Hammered.
Hammered.
So we're almost out of time. We'll get a couple more questions.
I want to say
ma'am.
move.
You had a question for Sylvia. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was wondering what college, like, since I'm going to college next year, I was wondering what career choice I should take up on, because I'm not too sure about nursing.
No, you know what I'd get in? I would get into children's therapy work.
Okay.
You know, like a child
Yeah, I
therapist?
want to do pediatric and some neonatal.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
That's her. Yes, ma'am. You had a question for Sylvia.
Hi, thank you. 3 years ago, my uncle had passed away. Possibly suicide, possibly murder. They're not real sure. They
No,
haven't
it was
found anything
suicide,
out.
honey. It was suicide.
Suicide?
Now, here's the thing. I don't think we can count suicide when somebody is pushed to it. Do you know what I mean? When somebody's pushed to that kind of stress. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think everybody has a breaking point.
Do you know how he actually did it?
He said he had 2 ways. He ingested something, and then I don't know what he did. Something with the head or around the throat.
So he ingested something himself. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're out of time. If you want to ask Sylvia Brown a question or you'd like to be a guest on one of our future shows, all you got to do is log on our website, which is montelshow.com. And also, you can always log on to Sylvia's, which is sylviabrown.org. So log on to her website, too. I'm out of time. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Sylvia Brown!
You're watching Fox 12 Oregon.
Sell your vehicle on carsoup.com.